Hey guys, just a heads up. The new Work Sharp Professional Knife Sharpener has a discounted price from $300 now at $250. I will have it linked down in the description. It's available right now, both using my GP Knives link or the Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Both of them will be linked down in the description. I told you guys I would keep up with the information on these and let you guys know when they're dropping, and there is some available right now. Also, as I stated inside my full review, there already is an aftermarket stone holder attachment, which will allow you to get any stones you want. I'm in the middle of testing it right now. So far, things are going great with it, but I'm just letting you know that if you did get the system and you're worried about being able to use other stones or whatnot, you'll be able to. Let's get back to the video. Bang! Neeves Knives, I'm Jared, and here we have the new Real Steel MUNINN. Now, it is somewhat of a tactical-ish knife, but it has some really cool features. So one, it has this beautiful bayonet spear point blade shape that's going to be very pokey, but yet also slightly on the robust side and also slightly on the slicey side. It's like a really good happy medium where it's going to cut really good, but it should be plenty tough as well. Then, these ergos, the handle is so, it complements the blade so well because you can hold it in any grip very comfortably. It doesn't matter what grip you're in, it's going to be very comfortable. It has a lot of balance. You know, it feels really good as an ergonomic tool. Now, the blade steel is VG10 steel, and then the handles are G10 over steel liners. Then we have a crossbar lock. Now, the crossbar lock on this example is super robust. Like, it feels extremely solid. Like, I can't flex anything out of it. I'm surprised how tough this thing feels. But one of the reasons why is it is on washers. It is on washers, so it's not going to be the ball bearing action, but you know, washers are very smooth, and some of the best crossbar lock knives out there are on washers, so it's not that big of a deal. It's not that it's a negative thing. It actually could be a positive thing to a lot of people. A lot of people love washers way more than bearings, especially when it comes to dirt, grime, and things like that. Even though technically bearings are easier to rinse out, easier to wash out, with washers, when they get gritty and grimy, you do have to take the knife apart. But as far as repelling, you know, dust, dirt, and dander, it does do it maybe slightly a little bit better. And in some cases quite a bit better. It just depends on the knife, the tolerances, you know, so on and so on and so on. But there has been tests on this done. Maybe I'll do one myself to kind of see where we're at today. Anyways, deep carry clip that is reversible, I believe. Yeah, it's reversible because all you gotta do is just take this little screw off, flip it over to this side. Very simple clip, but also really well executed because you don't feel it in the hand at all. I don't even know there's a clip on there, which is a good thing to me. As far as the hardware goes, you can see you can basically use just like a small flathead to take this thing apart, which is pretty cool because that means you can maintenance it pretty much anywhere. Now, as far as the action goes, being on washer deployment, you know, you can feel it's a lighter detent. It's not a super snappy action because it's not on bearings, right? But it's also still breaking in, and you can see I can rapidly deploy it. So I want to make that clear. It still rapidly deploys, but you can feel that it's lighter on the detent, you know, and you know, it's more of a very glassy, smooth action. Let's talk about just a couple little nitpicks that I have. So one, the thumb studs are a little bit tight to the knife. Now, I do appreciate them putting this scallop on both sides, which allows you to put your finger and basically find the thumb stud really easily. So the thumb studs are not difficult to operate, but you do notice they're tight. They're tight against the scales, you know, even though they pop up slightly and I can easily get it, I still notice that there's not much of a gap in between the thumb stud and the scales. So, not that big of a deal, just, you know, an observation. Other than that, really, I don't really have much else. The price is a little bit on the high side as far as what's on Real Steel's website, and they are available on Real Steel's website. However, they usually cost a little bit more on their site than when they go to dealers. I haven't found any at dealers yet, so the only ones available right now are on Real Steel's website. So I'm not positive, you know, when or if they're going to wind up at dealers for more affordable prices, but the price is a little bit on the high side. Now I will say it's very well done. I do like it a lot, like a lot. It's a great tool. It feels like a very tough, I don't want to say lightweight because it wouldn't be considered lightweight, but you know, it seems like a pretty tough work knife, something you could use in a tactical way or something you could just use as a good, robust tool. Maybe if you're a police officer or a first responder, this might be, you know, a decent tool for you to try out. I'm not saying go and start prying doors off with it or anything like that, you know, because it's not that type of knife, but it's going to serve you very well. It's got a very versatile blade shape, very versatile ergonomics, so it's going to work, you know, in a lot of things well. Not any one thing perfect, but a lot of things well. Anyways, has a full back spacer, which is cool too. So you're not gonna have to worry about change in your pocket getting in there. If it's in your pocket, you know, sometimes change will get back there and ding up your edge. So as far as the VG10 goes, the VG10 is, you know, I have no problem with VG10. I like VG10. VG10 is a great steel. I personally would have picked a different steel for this application, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's a great steel. It holds a good edge, takes a really good edge, you know, plenty stainless, and it's coated, so you're not gonna have to really worry about that too much. But as far as, you know, just being a good, affordable knife steel, it is. It's a great affordable knife steel. But, you know, I think in certain price ranges, you know, it kind of exceeds where you really want to spend on this steel. And this, you know, as far as the price tag from their site, you know, it does exceed what most people are going to want to spend for VG10 steel. Not saying it's absurd, but some people might consider it absurd, especially looking at what they can get from other competitive knife dealers or other competitive companies, you know, that use a little bit better of a steel for a lower price, because obviously you're going to find that. So, but like I said, we might see these at dealers at some point soon. Other than that one nitpick, you know, the sharpening tool and plunge grind's good, has lots of weight relieving on the inside. It's really not that heavy. Like I said, I like it. I like it quite a bit. Is it worth the money? That's arguable, but it doesn't stop it from being a really good knife. And if it's your style, like if you're looking at this like, yes, I want a crossbar lock with washer action with a spear point, neutral ergos, then get it. You know, it's a solid purchase. So it's not like, you know, it would be overpriced to you if it's your style and this is what you're looking for. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, peace.